The state of the housing authority in Bowling Green was bad. It was in disarray. Fortunately, Abraham applied for this position and he was hired, and it's the best move that we ever made in terms of the housing authority since I've been in Bowling Green. He basically turned it around and took the housing authority to another level.
We were very lucky to have found Abraham. Abraham has been in Bowling Green for 30 years, and we have grown for 30 years.
Abraham is a visionary. If it wasn't for Abraham, there are so many people in our community who would not have been given an opportunity, not just to have safe sanitary housing, but to have unique housing, to be able to enter into home ownership, to be able to create their own businesses.
He has a saying that see beyond what you see. To buy that acreage behind his development and knew that soon he was going to have a subdivision and housing and a learning center. You know, that's what he was doing. He was seeing beyond what everybody else could see or even imagine.
Since I've been working with him, he's done the Envision Center, which was historic over here. We've got Fort Webb over here that you can look behind us at this very moment and see that it's coming along, that provides affordable housing and affordable home ownership to people. And it's fantastic. He's been a champion for a good cause and doing a great job at it around here.
It's perseverance. You know, he's not going to take no easily or at all when it comes to getting something done that's going to be betterment for the whole. I guess what I call that sacrificial leadership, because it can cost you more than it would cost those persons that you are helping.
Abraham was somewhat outgoing, regardless of who they were, or whose friends they were, or who they were visiting. Abraham forever had a conversation with him. He made our people feel important.
They've always had this compassion for people. And, you know, he was really caring. He has this ability to promote others and want to see the best in them. And that started very young in our lives to where he is right now. We were raised in a great, great home. And my father and mother were highly involved in church and the community. But he always surrounded himself with those who would stretch him. And so I think that just being in their environment motivated him to be the best he could possibly be. And for me, he was seemingly way ahead of his time.
Abraham's a leader. I think coming into Bowling Green from Alabama, I think he just kind of adopted this area and he saw that he can make a difference, and he absolutely did make a difference.
You can look all the way around here today and you can see where the Housing Authority's footprint is. And without the Housing Authority and Abraham Williams' leadership, there'd be hundreds or thousands of people without homes. And he's been able to run an organization that has been able to help so many people and people that need it the most as well.
I think he got all of housing authorities on board, the majority of us, about being able to offer more social programs to our residents, because it's not so much about the bricks and mortar and the roof over their heads, but it's offering them an opportunity to move up, move on, and move out.
He's got a construction program where he trains people and then they actually rehab homes and turn it into either their housing units or into home ownership programs.
Abraham recognized that the next generation would be the leaders in Bowling Green, and he started working with them, to be honest, maybe to get them out of public housing and to get them into a situation where they could afford their own home. There's probably no telling how many people he helped to do that with.
He developed a new educational program for the kids, and we have kids from most areas of the town that come during the summer.
He takes young people through the after-school program, and it's a wonderful thing to watch because they learn positive outcomes. They learn that they can do anything. He's changed lives, and he will continue to change lives through programs that he's created.
I've been knowing him all of my life, and has been a very, very positive mentor to me and hundreds and thousands of kids and people. The characteristic of a good person is not that he or she does good things, but that they do them for the right reason.
He's not changed. I mean, he's known local level, national level, but he's still Abraham Williams, and he has not changed one bit. He loves people just as much now as he did years ago. And so, I mean, he is who he is, and he's genuine.
He's got a dynamic personality. He's humorous. He can be funny. He's engaging.
He brought out the competitive nature and spirit in everyone. And you just, whatever it was, you just wasn't going to let Abraham outdo you. You were going to go ahead and provide that best that you could. So I think there's not a person around that he didn't bring out that competitive spirit in.
If there was a need, he just didn't talk about it. He found a way to get it done and fulfilled. That was his, I think, strongest strength. And he was able to rally others around him. He'd make the vision plain and others would run with it.
I've turned the table on him a couple of times by going in and saying, just say yes. We have a house that's going to be torn down. It's an historic house. We want you to move it to another property and restore it for, someone who wants affordable housing. He says, well, I've never moved a house before. And I said, well, that's never stopped you before. So, we'll help you get the resources to find out how to move it. So he did, and created a Bowling Green's Extreme Home Makeover. And it's still there on Old Morgantown Road.
Most proud of Abraham is that he put us on the map with the improvement with our environment, with the participation in the national and the state. He knows how to get in touch with the most important people to help him. And I feel that's why, and that's how we have grown.
The Bowling Green Housing Authority is one of the best in the country, and that's because of his leadership.
Well, Abe, I just want to say congratulations to you. You've done well. We are proud of you. Your family is proud of you. I know our parents will be tremendously proud of you and the accomplishments that you have achieved and attained, but how you never changed. You never lost the reality of who you truly are. So thank you for being my brother.
Abraham, thank you so much for all you've done for these years, and I just hope you really enjoy your retirement and things are all wonderful for you from here on out. You've been a great guy, and I'm going to miss you, even though anytime you want to call me, feel free to. I'd love to hear from you.
Abraham, thank you. You can be as annoying as heck, but you are my big brother. I love you and I appreciate you, and I thank you for everything that you bring to the table.
Congratulations, Abraham, for your retirement. I know you have been talking about it for years, and I am still suspecting whether you will fully retire.
Abraham, thank you for all that you have done for Bowling Green. You have been a blessing to this community, and we can never thank you enough.
But nevertheless, I just want to say congratulations to you, and thank you so much for investing in me as well as other people in Phenix City. I've learned from you how to be bold. I've learned from you how to be direct. And I've learned from you how to put other people first. So thank you so much for being a mentor to me, and even for keeping me accountable, and for even sometimes hitting me upside my head when I needed it. And I just thank you so much for instilling in me to be the person that I am and try to be the person that you are. Is to continue doing things for the right reason with the right motives.
I love you. My family love you. And I think we on Double Spring Road will always appreciate what you have done. When I pass the Housing Authority office, my thought will be, thank you, Abraham, and may God bless you.
I wish you the very best in your retirement, because you deserve it. You put in an enormous amount of work here in Bowling Green, and we will never forget you. So we wish you the very best, my friend.
Thanks for making the difference. Thanks for making the difference, Abraham.
Thanks for making the difference.
Thanks for making the difference.
Thanks for making a difference.
Thanks for making difference.
Thank you for making the difference.
Thanks for making a difference.
Thanks for making the difference.
Thanks for making a difference.
Thanks for making the difference, Abraham.
Abraham, thank you for making the difference.
Thank you, Abraham. Thanks for making the difference.
Abraham, thank you for making a difference from the Warren County Conservation District.